I've been working with busy working women for 19 years, and every year we all go through the same holiday roller coaster. We spend a lot of time at the beginning of the year and in the middle of the year, really trying to get back on our health and wellness routine, start to feel good about how we're taking care of ourselves so that our batteries don't run low when we're trying to take care of our families and all the other responsibilities that we have. But when the holiday season comes around, man, it's super easy to just let go of all that we've gained and really set ourselves up for a tricky holiday season. So we want to spend some time today talking about how can we be festive and fit during the holiday seasons. We're going to go over a few rules that really help us to keep our weight stable and keep our blood sugar stable so that we can actually show up the way that we want to for the people that we care about and actually enjoy the holiday season. So the goal of every holiday season is peace, of course, right? There's the peace that comes along with the holidays, peace and joy to everyone. But how about internal peace? It's really nice to not feel like you're rushing and there's so much to do. There's so many people to take care of, so many things to purchase, all of that. But then to add on top of that, negative conversation on what we're eating and how we're taking care of ourselves and our pants are getting a little tight and all of that. So we want to make sure that we have that internal peace for ourselves. And we're going to talk about a few ways to take care of that. The first thing is to clarify your holiday schedule. I know folks, and maybe you do too, that start their holiday season in October for Halloween, right? There's a lot of candy around. So there's an opportunity to want to snack on that a little bit more. It's there. Why not? It's, the seasons are changing, and the seasons changing on its own is enough to kind of throw us off kilter a little bit. I know that my sleep patterns are different. I don't want as many cold foods. I want more warmer comfort foods, that kind of thing. So, having a little more sweets is something that it's real easy to fall into that pattern, especially when it's around. And then that goes all the way through to the new year. We get through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year and all the other holidays that we celebrate there. And in the new year, the stuff's still hanging around. So we just kind of push it out. So we can have like 4 months, if we're not careful, 4 full months of a lot of foods that aren't really taking us where we want to go. They're not helping us walk towards our goals. So what if we just defined our holiday season? So for me, I just totally forget about Halloween. I am not having Halloween candy. If I have anything left over, I give it all to the last kid that comes by, or I give it to the other kids that belong to my neighbors. I don't keep it in my house. I take it to the office. We just get rid of it because I know that if it's around, I'm going to want to have it. So I try to keep my holiday season maybe the week before Thanksgiving to maybe a week after New Year. So around 39 or 40 days. And, this might sound kind of particular, but I tell you, it really helps to define it for myself. It's not something that just starts whenever other people start theirs, and it's not something that just lingers on until February and March. Here are the 40 days. And then I'll tell you, on top of that, I get really clear on what the season is going to look like. When are the holiday parties? Whose house am I going to? What kind of foods do they typically have? Am I going to bring the food that I want to have there so that I can have a nice balance? What are the activities that are going to show up, and then prepare myself for that? Because during these 39 or 40 days, I don't want to eat crazy off my schedule the whole 39 days. I want to eat a particular meal when I'm celebrating. So when are the times that we're celebrating? Put this on your calendar, understand when they're coming up, what kind of foods can you expect, so that you can enjoy yourself. That's the goal, right? We want to have this peace. We don't want to feel like we're not able to enjoy ourselves when those foods come around. Here's a true story. My mom makes cornbread stuffing with the giblets and all of that good stuff one time a year, and that's Thanksgiving. That's the only time she makes it. And so when I sit down at the Thanksgiving table, I don't want to have this internal conversation. Am I going to have it? Am I not going to have it? Look, I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it. And I have stayed on my routine, my regular eating routine up to that point, and then I might have one round of leftovers, maybe two, but then I'm back on my regular routine. You see, so I'm not eating leftovers or making stuffing extra on my own. I just enjoy it during that meal. So we want to be really thoughtful. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. So plan it out for yourself. Understand your holiday schedule. Understand your holiday schedule. Okay, then we want to be strategic. This is what we were talking about. I got ahead of myself. We want to be strategic on our holiday indulgence, right? So again, my mom loves to make cookies, and she's a really good cook. So I want to have some. I want to have a slice of her cream cheese pound cake, but I'm only going to have it during that meal, or maybe I might have one more round of leftovers afterwards. I'm not going to eat all the cookies that show up at the office, because you know what? I can get those any time of year if I really wanted them, and they're not special. The holidays are supposed to be, in my opinion, supposed to be about foods that we don't get any other time of the year, and foods that are made by people that are making it with love for us. So those generic cookies, that's not it for me. I want to have my mom's cream cheese pound cake, and I'm going to have a slice. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to enjoy every bite of it, and then I'm going to move on from there. So be really strategic about what you're eating, when you're eating it. Why do you want to have it? Just because the neighbors brought it by doesn't mean that it's for you.